Yeah, sure. So, hey everyone, my name is Muhammad Ali Imran. Currently, I'm a second year management student at the University of Bath. I'm actually on a 4-year course because I'm doing a placement year this coming academic year. In terms of A levels, I actually was born and raised in Dubai, so I did the International Baccalaureate. So I got 40 out of 45 points, but in A levels term, I got 2 A stars and 1 A. Well, 4 A stars, basically three A stars and 1 A if we take in the most relevant subjects in terms of investment banking. So in my first year, I actually had like no idea in terms of what I wanted to do, and I wanted to find out like what exactly is investment banking. And then I joined Mr. Samir's course during last year in the summer, and then from there on, I realized, oh wow, that's really cool. This is really what I want to do, and I wanted to build the foundation for technical knowledge. And yeah, and then in this, since I was a second year in the 4-year course, I did not qualify for any summer internship, but rather only spring weeks. So I applied off to spring weeks and placement year. And fortunately, now I got a spring week at Bank of America, and I just did the conversion interview last 2 weeks ago, and I'm an incoming summer analyst for Bank of America in their investment banking division. And also managed to also secure a placement, part of my university program, which is for transaction services, and which is a core part of M&A.
Cool. And transaction services, where exactly is it in Bank of America?
No, it's in London at 8 Advisory. It's a European firm. It's really big in France, but they've got an office here in London.
And that's your placement here for a year?
So it's a flexible contract. Right now it's 6 months, but I will potentially try to go for off cycle for investment banking potentially. So once those applications open, ready to hit the ground running. Yeah, sure. So one thing I do kind of like to point out that my circumstance is a little bit different because as a second year on a 4-year course, I was not allowed to apply for summer internship because for the next year, earlier, like right now, you have to be a 2024 graduate and I'm a 2025 graduate. So in my second year, I was focusing on placement and on spring week at the same time. I applied around 40 spring weeks. I think literally almost everything there was, and around about again for another 40 placement. I managed to get to a lot of final round in terms of placement with investment banks like UBS, Lazard, as well Morgan Stanley, but that was for sales and trading. I also managed to get, I think, a couple of final rounds for Spring Week. And eventually I ended up getting 1 and 2 offers for placement. I got 3 offers for placement, and then I got 1 offer for Bank of America in terms of Spring Week.
I think, Mohammed, I think yours is a great example of how starting early, building up your technical skills even before you started your second year with City Investment Training, that makes your life so much easier eventually when you pass out of university, because you have all the technical skills under your belt. You have probably 1 or 2 internships already under your belt, so you're way ahead of the curve. So I think yours is a great example of how starting early makes a big difference.
With City Investment Training, I think it's a really great, wonderful experiences. As Mr. Semia mentioned, like I started off really, really early. I generally had like no idea about investment banking as a whole, and I think the course was a very, very strong foundation, for investment banking. So when I came into my second year, I knew a lot. And the interviews who interviewed me for my technical, they were really impressed as well with my technicals because as a second year, they did not expect me to know a lot. So that was really great. And one of my favorite thing about the coursework was the people there. Obviously, this kind of lucky because they're different cohorts. I am still in touch, by the way, with some of them. They've got like a group chat, from everyone in the same cohort. And sometimes, we just talk and, hey, how are you doing? How's everything going so far? Sometimes somebody might need help. One person might, go out and try to help that person. And yeah, still in touch with them. I've definitely also learned a lot from them, by the way, because in the cohort it's really diverse as well. You're having people come from Italy, some people from other places of Europe, people coming from, I think there's a person from Bocconi, really interested with that person. And you learn a lot of things from them because they have different experiences and to share. Yeah, it's really amazing. Really enjoyed my time during the internship, the City Investment Training. Resilience is really important. It's a skill that bankers do look for as well. It's really important to go on to build resilience. But I would also say, apart from technicals, which bankers do kind of expect you to know, it's really important that you focus on who you are as a person. It's really important you learn your communication skill. You come off as a genuine person, because also the first thing that bankers would ask is, do I want to work with you for 18 hours a day? And if you come off as a person who's like not a person you want to spend time with, you're not going to get hired no matter what skills you've got. So, do work on yourself as a good person. Don't come off as a grumpy guy or not, essentially. But yeah.